What's up, Fanatics? It's Ryan. NASCAR season is just around the corner, and we've got a fully updated set of tools to help you with your DFS contests. So, just a quick demo here of all the new features. We've got the weekly cheat sheet where you'll start every week. You can see if you used it last year, lots of new features here. If you're familiar with our golf tools, you'll feel right at home with the NASCAR tools. They got a lot of the same upgrades over the past month or two. So you'll first notice at the top you can select your race or you can select your model. We now have the stat models feature available. We'll jump into that in a second. You'll get your track details here, your winners at this track throughout history there, and then the cheat sheet. So we've got this blue bar here that you can filter by salary or you can filter by view. We have a couple of different views available. The main cheat sheet here is just like last year, but it is now color coded across the whole thing, so makes it much easier to spot the the fast times and the high finishes. So it should really help you guys there. You can of course target the players just like you're used to. We can now set our exposure for the lineup generator right here on the cheat sheet, so you can just click there and save it. You don't have to jump over to the generator to do that. You can also control your display here by showing your different targets. And we've also got custom driver notes now, so you'll see this little icon here and the note down here for Kyle Busch. So another new feature is where you set the notes. We also have the driver lookup page now, so you can search for any driver in our database and then search back through our history, and you can see all of their results with all their different loop data there. You can click the fantasy tab to see their DraftKings salary, points scored, their points gained over the field average, and ownership across 4 different buy-in levels. And we've got the notes tab where you can save a note for a player, and then that note will show up automatically on the cheat sheet if that driver is in the field. So a lot of cool features to help you kind of manage your research. Show you the stat models real quick. Basically, the rankings each week are done by a combination of weighting the qualifying results, all the different practices, and then a few different things like recent performance and this QPP rank that we use. It's the difference between the qualifying spot and all post-qualifying practices, so it ignores the first practice. But you set your 100 or set your weights to 100. Jump over to the Calculate Ranks tab and calculate your rankings, and that'll do it for you. You can create multiple models. You can set up different weights if you want to see how different models compare to each other. You can do that here. And we're also going to have expert models available, at least from one expert. We'll leave that announcement, or we'll have that announcement shortly. But basically, you'll be able to view their stat model and all their driver targets for the week, and you can import that model straight to your model and then base your lineups off that if you choose to. So we do have 2 models here. Back on the cheat sheet we have these views. So first, the other view is a DraftKings scoring and ownership summary, which is going to show you the previous 8 races, where the driver started, finished, how many points they scored, and their ownership. So you can get a feel for everybody's recent performance there. Or you can also view the stat model summary, which is going to show all the different models that you have, their overall rank, their value, and then their high and low and average over here. So you can set up different stat weightings and check the results very easily there. So the other tools we have for NASCAR are, of course, the lineup generator. Again, if you've used the golf tools, you'll know exactly how to use this. Everything's the same. You set your exposure per player. You can generate up to 150 lineups at one time. You can lock your lineups in. You can now name your lineups. You just click on the lineup to edit and type in the name. So that helps you sort and organize your lineups. You can, of course, export to CSV, or you can create them manually. And then, of course, we have the entries manager here, which will show all entries that you have for that race and your player exposure. Let's see, I think I have lineups here. So if you can see for a race where you have lineups, it's going to show everything here. It's going to show all the players you used, what your exposure was, your bankroll exposure per player. You can, of course, make your edits by clicking these icons here and then export your changes. And we also do have the mass export tool available now, where you select the contest and you can override all 50 entries with just a few clicks. So if I didn't like these lineups anymore, I could jump back to the lineup generator, create 50 new lineups, select them here, run the exporter, and they'll jump right into those entries. So real powerful tool there to if you're a multi-entry guy. So other than that, we of course have the ownership reports posted every week, and like I showed you, the driver search, and you can also search for race results in our archives there. So that's the NASCAR suite of tools. They'll be available for Daytona here in about 2 weeks or so. Check out the Go Premium page to learn about our membership options or try a free trial. Thanks, guys.